From what I can remember, I was on my way across from Lincoln over to Louth to go and see a mate. I understand, from what the police tell me, some deer came across the road. I've instinctively swerved to avoid the deer, gone off the road, hit a tree, gone over a couple of ditches and ended up about 50 or 60 metres off the road. Car spun over a few times. Again, from what I can vaguely remember, I then broke my way out of the car and crawled back up towards the road. That took me quite a long time. Again, I was very disorientated at the time, didn't realise it, but my foot had come adrift. So I think the crawling and staggering back up took a while.
I remember vividly the job involving Jerry. It was during my first few months with Lincoln Lots Air Ambulance, and so I was relatively new to responding in the helicopter. I had been to a few incidents, but nothing significant, and Jerry was the first really significant incident I'd been to as a doctor wearing this, working for this organisation. And my stress levels were absolutely not controlled when that klaxon went, because I remember we reported it's a really quite significant car accident. We were told that Jerry was unconscious and trapped in some woods, and I remember, getting to the point where when the aircraft were overhead and seeing the scene in front of us, and goodness me, someone's going to be really badly injured down there.
My name's Isla, and on the 16th of August 2023 I had a really awful horse riding accident, and that is how I met the Lincoln Lots Air Ambulance, in unfortunate circumstances. It was a fairly standard day for me. I ride a lot of different horses, and one horse I was riding I decided to take out on a hack. We were having a leisurely walk, no pressure, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the horse spooked at something. I don't know exactly what caused it, but he reared up, flipped over, and then landed on top of me. I remained conscious the whole time, and I remember Mum catching the horse, and she couldn't come too close to me because the horse was worked up and she didn't want me to get trampled. So she ended up obviously calling 999. And I don't know quite how they did it, but they managed to view me through my mum's phone. But the minute they saw me, they were like, "We're going to send the air ambulance to you." And I was like, "Oh no, if it's the air ambulance, it can't be good." So I was trying to kind of keep myself fairly calm. The reason they dispatched the air ambulance to me was because the wait for a road ambulance could have been up to 4 hours. If the air ambulance wasn't around to help me that day, I would have lost that leg because it completely shattered. I had restricted blood flow, and it's because of them I still have my leg today, and it would be a very different situation if they weren't a service that was able to do that for me. Although they didn't save my life, they kind of did, because without my leg I wouldn't have had the life that I wanted to live. And the fact they managed to get me to Hull so quickly, and my leg in that brace, they managed to save it. So it's just such an important service. I spent, I think it was 11 days in hospital.
Just move that back.
You don't know what is around the corner, and something that you think nothing would ever happen, it was just a walk out on a hack, that's all we're doing, suddenly turned into such a serious event.
Well, as a normal day, I went on a I was going to go on a 10k with my brothers, and we'd just been in Egypt the day before. It was quite a hot day, but considering we've been in 40-degree weathers for 2 weeks, I thought I'd be fine. So I wasn't really paying attention to like how I felt. But anyway, I went on the run. Six and a half k in, started feeling a bit drowsy, and didn't listen to these like signs that were warning me. And then about 500 meters down the track, I collapsed. And I don't really remember much from there.
So they'd been gone about 40 minutes, and George phoned to say that Will wasn't feeling very well and could I drive and meet him in the woods. So I set off straight away. It's only probably half a mile down the road, but there's no phone reception in that part of the woods. But as soon as I got to where I was meeting, the phone kicked in and George phoned back and said, actually, Mum, you need to bring an ambulance, Will's unconscious. The ambulance service were trying to locate my phone, they were trying to pinpoint where it was on a map, they couldn't do it. And in the end, George, who's Will's older brother, who he was running with, ran back to me with 3 words on his phone. The paramedic had arrived first, and I think straight away she realised the seriousness of it and that she needed backup, and that's when she rang the air ambulance. They seemed to get there very quickly, and I just can't describe how grateful I was to see those red jumpsuits coming down the path. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm going to get upset. Sorry. The whole thing was terrifying. It took over an hour from start to finish.
I remember sort of being taken out of the ambulance and looking up and seeing like the trees in the sky, and then from there nothing. I think mine and Mum's understanding was that they take you to hospital as fast as possible, whereas they actually bring hospital to you.
I couldn't believe when I met him earlier. Just incredible the fact that I've met somebody that was the person involved that saved my life. If he hadn't have been there and he hadn't done what he did, we wouldn't be having this conversation. They did what they had to do, which was put a huge, great big rod and things down here. One of the outcomes of that, they were saying, was that it was very, very unlikely that I would be able to run again. In fact, they didn't think I could run. I'd be all right walking and I could get back to walking, but I wouldn't be able to run. I wanted to be able to prove them wrong. So early this year, to raise some more funds for the air ambulance, did Lincoln 10K. And that was a big point then, the fact that I actually did finish the race, finish it in a decent time as well. So did it in just over half an hour. So yeah, to having been told you're not going to run again, to being able to do the Lincoln 10K and raise funds for you guys was, yeah, it's good.
It's a team effort, it's always a team effort, it's not just one of us. That's very special. So yeah, it was a really impactful job for me, and I'm really pleased that Jerry's able to come back today.
So my name is Mike Giorgio, I'm one of the pilots at Helimed 29. My main aim is to get the medical crew to the scene as quickly and as safely as possible. So from the phone ringing, we can be airborne within about 3 minutes. Every landing can be a challenge. Usually the ones you remember are the ones in urban environments, small car parks, basketball courts, that sort of thing. They're the ones that kind of stick in your mind. We check the weather, we check the notices to airmen, which is like the NOTAMs, which are any warnings which are for the area, things that might be going on which will affect the flight. And then I come into the hangar, we check the aircraft, we check the fuel. Once everything's proved good to go, we can go online, and then we just wait for the red phone to go.
There's a letter came through the post and it was for me, and I don't really get letters. And I remember opening it and it was actually from Links and Knots Air Ambulance, basically saying, we hope you're recovering well. Obviously, please feel free to come and see us in HQ. And to actually think that they remembered me and that they made the effort to check in, I thought I'd actually love to go in, because I can't remember tons from that day. I'd really love to see who helped me. And that's when I got in contact and I came in. It's a privilege. It's an absolute privilege to be able to go to people in their worst moments and give them care, not only that makes a difference hopefully to their outcome, to their life, but also be compassionate, be kind. And because we only go to the worst jobs, working alongside the ambulance service, we can give that little bit extra, and we can make sure that warm blanket is on them, as well as the focus on saving someone's life, which is clearly our first priority. But all of those extra bits, speaking to patients from the past, make a really big difference, and we can be kind and compassionate, and that's the most important thing I think we bring.
please, please, please keep doing what you're doing. You are genuinely saving lives out there. Without the Lynx Air Ambulance around, I wouldn't be here, and I'm sure a number of other people wouldn't be here. It's just such an incredible thing that they do. Keep doing it.
Really, really thankful towards them for being just so helpful.
You can't describe how grateful you are, and I think that's one of the things about the air ambulance. You talk about raising money for them, we're raising money for them, but actually we're not, we're raising money for all of us, because you just never know when you or your family are going to be the ones who need it. And I can't describe how grateful you are to see them when if you're ever unlucky enough to need them.
I do see them flying over the yard sometimes off to another call, and I do always get a bit of a lump in my throat as if they're going to go and help someone else like they did me. Thank you for saving not just my leg, but me. You know, thank you for giving me the opportunity to live life the way I wanted to live it, and I couldn't do that without them.